Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to put the rear rotor on. I forgot to mention in my last video, I broke my rear staging brake rotor. If you don't know, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but my car actually only has front brakes. The rears are just strictly for staging, and I've been using my staging brake to help me slow down. That first pass on these new bigger slicks, when I hit the brakes, I did feel the ass end of the car come up a little bit, and it kind of scared me a little bit. And I think when I hit the when I pulled the e-brake, I don't think the back wheels were exactly on the ground. I'm not sure 100% of what happened, but I did notice when I was changing out my wheels that one of the rear rotors was broke. I'll actually go ahead and show that to you now. As you can see, I already got everything off. I've been waiting on this. I ordered this last weekend, but yeah, I broke that piece right there, and then it's cracked right there. I don't know if you can focus in. Anyways, well, it's cracked right there. You can't really see, but you can see it a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that replaced. I ordered a new one from Speed Factory, but I just opened the box and I noticed that it's actually a different style. Well, it's not a different style, but there's no slots in it. So this must be a new design that they have, I guess. I don't know if maybe the other one had issues with the slots were there, but I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this put on now. Alright, I'm gonna spray some brake cleaner on it. Go ahead and get this put on. And yes, I'm still using the set screws. I like using them on this car, just that way everything I know is completely centered. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't, but I just like to do it for the extra security. I know it's really just there to keep it in place, but it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy when it's all in there tight. Grab a screwdriver. Alright, that's all tight. I'm not going to change the pads since this really isn't meant for stopping, so. And I've already pulled the pads out and they actually looked all good, so not really concerned at all. This bracket in there. Got those tight. Even though that does get them pretty tight, I always like to put a hand wrench on them and make sure that they're as tight as I want them. Just gonna check the caliper bracket and make sure it's tight. Yep. I didn't take it off, but I just wanted to make sure that it was still tight and we were good to go. Now we'll go ahead and get the tire on. Alright guys, got her back on the ground and got that other side torqued. I do have one other issue, which is unfortunate. I was trying to get the coolant down, the coolant temperature down. I thought maybe it needed to be bled again, and it did kind of cool down a little bit. But as I was letting the car idle and trying to get all the air pockets out of the coolant, and letting the car run in the garage for a little bit, I noticed that there was oil leaking out of the VTEC solenoid. It's not a lot, but I noticed that there was a decent amount coming out for the 15-20 minutes that the car was idling for. So I called Honda, and I called them yesterday because this is when I noticed it. And when I called them, they said the gasket will be in today. Well, I had to go get my nitrous bottles filled and stuff today while I was out, so I just gave them a call to make sure that I could come pick it up. I called, and Honda lost half their order to the dealership somehow. I don't know. So they are currently looking for that order, and they've already, the guy told me that they had a replacement order already on order. So he said worst case, it'll be here tomorrow. So luckily it's not too far away. I should be able to get out there tomorrow before Cincy street nights, because I definitely want to get that replaced before I start racing. I really don't see a problem with me being able to go out there. My work's kind of close to there, so I might be able to swing by there on my way. So other than that, I've definitely noticed on this is the driver's side, we did the passenger side. I noticed that this one has some heat marks. Probably can't see it with the wheel on, but it's got some heat marks in it, and it also needs to be replaced. And now that I noticed that the rotor is slightly different, I'm definitely going to go ahead and order another one. Not only because of the heat marks, but because the rotor is different, and I would assume this is probably a better design. So I'm going to go ahead and order that. I'm actually probably going to order that today. That way I can have it for next weekend. I'm going to try not to use my staging brake to slow down. I think that was a lot of my problem, but I'm wondering if maybe other people had issues with it. That's why they changed the rotor. Don't know, but we're going to go from there. And you know, I'm going to get the car loaded up probably, because worst case scenario, if I got to change the VTEC solenoid at the track tomorrow, it's not a big deal. Not really worried about it. It's 3 bolts. It only takes a few seconds or a few minutes. So other than that, I think we're good to go. I mean, there's really nothing else really to do. Everything else looked good. The coolant temperature kind of stayed low, so I don't know. We'll kind of go from there, and hopefully the rest of the footage will be at Cincy street night. So see you there tomorrow, guys. We're at Cincy street nights, and today we're racing an 1150 index. So I'm hoping that I'll get past first round. We'll see. So we'll see what happens. I'm all teched in. I'm ready to go. We'll see what happens. So really hyped. Car felt really good. I did a little test run, and it actually performed a lot better than it has the last couple of weeks. Now I haven't made it down the strip yet. Probably getting ready to go up here soon. So we'll see what happens. Welcome back. I've made 2 passes. They weren't great. Missed their gear both passes. Ran at 11.5 though, which is awesome. So I know I can stay in an 11.5 class. I just need to haul ass. And I really need to make sure I get on that tree. I mean, everything looks solid and everything. So I think we're ready. I'd really like to just get past first round, kind of see how it goes, and kind of go from there. Also, I forgot my GoPro. I don't even know where the hell I put it, but I don't have it, so I won't be able to get any footage on the inside of the car of me missing gears. So unfortunately, that sucks, but I'll record what I can.
Double breakout, he's under 26.
We won first round.
Under 34.
So on the second round, it was a terrible first round. I ran at 11.8. Definitely thought we were going a little bit faster than that. This is my first time actually trying. So we'll see what happens next round. Alright guys, so I ended up winning the 11.5 class last night. It's the next day, obviously. I don't know how I did it. Don't know how I made it that far. It's awesome. I kind of stopped recording because I kind of was running out of time in between rounds. And I still cannot find my other GoPro, so I've been at home looking for it and I don't know where I put it. So I'm sure it'll turn up eventually. So, but last round, or well, the finals for 11.5 class, we were told we had to come back up right to the lanes. So with that being said, my car needs some time to cool down. Cooling system isn't the best. It needs time in between rounds, unfortunately, and I definitely did not have enough time to cool it down, especially since I had to be in the pits, my fan and everything. My battery did awesome, so I do know if I ever have to come right back up to the lanes, my battery is going to be solid. So, but yeah, so car was hot. It was about 160 and it climbs very fast after that. I got some stuff to figure out. I don't know how I'm gonna go about trying to fix that. But anyways, got up there, was talking to the guy, and or to the other guy in the 11.5 class, and I was really worried that I wasn't gonna make it. I thought I had enough time to cool it down because it was like 160. I said I figured it might be at 220 by the end of the pass. Unfortunately, that wasn't it. Temperature hit about 248. And I shut the car off as soon as the run was over, or well, shortly after the run was over, because she was not happy. So basically after that, I was trying to get it as cool as possible at the shutdown, and I ended up there was a guy at the end of the track. I don't remember his name, but he pushed me back, thankfully. I thank him a lot for that. Once I finally got back to where I was supposed to pull up for the winner's circle, I went to go start it, and right on startup it had a misfire. And I haven't looked into the car at all. I did notice there was like a wet spot on the head, but I'm thinking it might be oil. I'm not sure, because the VTEC solenoid was leaking. I rushed around to get the VTEC solenoid and I left it here at home. So that sucked. So I wasn't actually able to change that out. So I'm wondering if that was oil. I haven't, like I said, I haven't really looked into it, so I don't know. So I don't know if that was just oil. So we're gonna dig into it right now and do a compression test and see what happens. Well, I'm gonna pull the spark plugs first, obviously, and then I'm gonna do a compression test and see if there's any compression in there, and then do a leak down test and see if I pushed the head gasket or not. I'm not sure if I did. I don't know, but we're gonna go ahead and start pulling the spark plugs and see what happened.